Hi, this is Bronze Age comic book artist Ken Landgraf, and I'm working on this comic called Ghost Agents, and I'm going to show you a few of the pages here. Here's one of the main characters, and I'm scanning around here so you can see it takes place in this western town. In fact, the comic book is called Ghost Agents-Outlaw Town. So that's a good name for it. And I did my multiple action figure thing here. The girl's coming down and they're finally landing. And this comic has extreme action and violence. Here's an explosion panel. Female warrior is very good at using her sword here. Chopped the head off of one of the guys. And what I'm going to be doing now is inking on one of the pages. In fact, I'll be inking on this page. And we see here the main other character. He's a spy agent. And we got him in action here. And I got a ton of these pages just sitting here that I'm working on all at one time. Okay, so I'm looking at the figures up here. And I'm going to ink some of the drapery folds. I'm picking a drapery fold here at the deltoid muscle. And I'm using my Sharpie pen here. I've been using this a lot. It's called the Sharpie pen, but it's actually a brush. It's filled with India ink, so it's great. You don't have to fill the ink up. What I'm doing here now is I'm feeling the tension of the folds, so I'm going to draw a fold and render some of the drapery. And here's the hand. I'm inking on the knuckles, and I'm throwing a shadow from the knuckles. That always looks very solid. And one of the monster werewolves, I'm going to draw his light and shadow. His hand is also being cut off here. I didn't draw the hand yet, but here's his drapery. And I want to work in like a shadow. Going down the cheek here. And draw the ear in. Draw his hair. And I want to draw some more inking techniques here. So let's look at his back. What I'm going to do is draw the midline down the back. And I like this thing that Frazetta always did. You like leave a space, and then you pick up on the fold again. And then I'll turn the paper so I can ink towards me. Throw a shadow from the break line there. You notice that I made the lines go smaller as it went away from us? Just to show the shape of it. Some tension lines. And I'm using Crestoform here. And I'll use some strokes going away from me. Up strokes, watch. Okay, we got another creature that got its head cut off. So I'm going to draw some folds here. And if you want to get a copy of this, I'm going to have the links below here that you can just click on, and you can go automatically to where you can order the comic book. This story is written by Rocko Jerome. I've worked with him before on Ghost Agents, so it's always fun to work with him. He's got a lot of great ideas. And it's nice to work with a young writer. It's sort of like how Santana plays with younger singers on records. I kind of think of myself that way, that I'm lucky that I'm even asked to work with the young and upcoming artists and writers. And here I'm inking some drapey lines. And I jump around a lot as usual. Like I see this hand here, this looks cool. So let's see how I'm going to approach this. First of all, I'll throw a shadow from the fingers. And here's the palm. And what I'll do is the palm lines there, so I'll throw a shadow from it. And when you're inking this like elbow part, look for the elbow. And then you draw the other muscles on the arm. It'll look correct, see? Now I'm working on several comics. Not only did I do Ink Zeitgeist with Kirk Oldford, but I also did a new comic with him called Ghoul Butcher. We'll have to put up a video on that too, so you can know how to order that one. And this agent here, he's wearing like a lot of the leathers, like a lot of the spies did in the 60s. So I'm drawing a zipper down here. And work on his hand. And I'll draw some leather effects. He's got this whole costume is leather, so here's his collar. Just drawing a few lines just so I know what direction I'm inking. And I've been honored to draw the entire issue of the Ghost Agents this time. Last time I only did like a few pages. Looking at his forehead here. I'm going to do some inking on his head. And I'll draw the girl's body here. Drawing the shape of the breasts. And we got this werewolf creature grabbing her, so let's give him a torn shirt. As you notice here, I mostly just put down the basic shapes of the drawing, and I do all the drawing with the ink. That's why it's always spontaneous. Ink on his hand here where he's firing the gun. I put a lot of nice zipatone on this. Slowing down here and drawing the lines very tight. And got a werewolf face here with a blow angle lighting. Famous Wally Wood type lighting. I'll work on that now. And while I'm doing that, I'll show you some more of the page here. Got a nice close-up of a werewolf's mouth. And I'm looking at other pages here where I can do some more inking. So let's see what we got. Let's open the envelope. And let's pull something out and see what we got. Okay, here we go. Our main agent is firing his gun. So I'm going to ink in some of his leather effects. And this agent, his name is Elmond. He's English, like a lot of the spies. One of the guys getting shot here working on his pants. I prefer working this way. Just outline the thing and that's it. And all the inking is what's creating the drawing. This is also how I turn out a lot of work with all this incredible detail pretty fast. Okay, let's see if we got another page here. Everything's got to be eventually inked. Got some creatures attacking here from below angle. That ought to be fun to ink. And by the way, you can switch all the time too. Like sometimes I'll just grab a pen and start inking with that. And we got a shot here where he's going to be holding the gun. And so I'll ink in some of the drapery here also. Now you notice with the pen I'm doing the same exact techniques that I did with the brush. Okay, I'll do a little bit more leather effects here. Okay, I'll draw the werewolf's ear. I just outlined the ear, but I'll draw the actual ear here. That's the first round shape of the ear. And here is the letter Y. Wally Wood actually told me that. Look for that the letter Y in the ear. Okay, so I want to put some more rendering lines in. He's got some drapery here. And sometimes I just start a hand too, by the way, and then I'll work in the other fingers. It's like I can kind of see this before I draw it. So I've been doing this for so long. render on his hands. Same thing again. Here's the palm. There's a shadow from the palm. Okay, so that's today's lesson. Inking on Ghost Agents-Outlaw Town. So buy a copy of this. I think you're going to really like the artwork. I'm still working on it, but it's going to be done pretty soon. Okay, Ken Landgraf signing off.